Okay, so welcome to the very first episode of Democrats for Trump. What? Democrats for. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Yeah. I was a little schizophrenic. Like, maybe I'm talking to myself. It's because I used to be a Democrat. That's what Democrats do. Democrats like to talk out of both sides of their face. And, like Republicans, they don't have a clue doing it. As an independent, I sit back and look at them both, and I don't know which one scares me worse. Well, yeah, I do. Trump scares me worse than the Democrats do. And that's just because they're naturally nastier. But the Democrats are like, they're whining about voting rights. They want voting rights. And yet they have a superdelegate system set up for the express purpose of cheating their rank and file out of their votes. Yeah, like they did to Bernie Sanders. Yeah, and you know something? Not to hop on old news, but they had a rising star in the Democrat Party, and she was offered an assistant chair or co-chair or a vice chair of the Democratic Election Committee. Tulsi Gabbard, a combat veteran, still serves, congressperson from Hawaii, and she quit the Democratic Committee because of the way they were treating Bernie Sanders. This is the party that must make sure everybody can vote. Now, here's the thing, in my opinion. The people who are voting for Trump, MAGA people now, are people who have been looking and waiting and hoping for a hero for decades. Working people in this country have been crapped on by Washington. They would have, many of them, supported Sanders. Every poll showed Sanders doing better against Trump than Hillary, and yet the Democratic Committee put the fiction for Hillary. You see, the Democrat Committee, like the Republican Committee, isn't run by committee members, it's run by millionaires and billionaires and people who are spreading the money around. And that's why Congress is doing everything for them and letting the working man and woman of this country go down the drain. So when you think about it, it was the Democrats responsible for Donald Trump in the first place. And the people that she calls Hillary Clinton called deplorables, well, I'm a deplorable. Yeah, I work for a living, and that's what she considers deplorable. You know, all those deplorables, you know, in places like Wisconsin and Ohio and Michigan, would have, instead of been, you know, really angry about having, not just losing their jobs, losing their families, seeing their towns wiped out, seeing domestic violence go through the roof when the factory moves out of town. You know, try to see that the town manager trying to manage on the taxes he's got, when all of a sudden, because there's no jobs and houses are getting abandoned, the price of real estate goes down. The taxes go way down. He's got crime rate going through the roof. Yeah, I've seen it. You won't hear about that on the news because the news is owned by the same corporate, you know, media executives and powerful people that are running Congress. And these MAGA people have latched on to Trump thinking he'll be the hero. He could be their guy. That's why I've heard him say, I don't care if he was doing crack cocaine with Hunter Biden, I'd vote for him. But this is what you get when you completely dismiss a whole section, 30, 40, 50 million people the Democrats helped destroy. Yeah. If they want to get them people back, the first thing they got to do is step up, admit it, say you're sorry, and let's move on. That's all.